summer of 1940, the terrible might of the German Air Force, just 20 miles across the Channel, was poised to crush Great Britain beneath its iron heel. Outnumbered and outgunned, a handful of British airmen joined battle in the skies over England in a conflict that would decide their country's fate and dramatically alter the whole course of the Second World War. This is the story of what came to be called the Battle of Britain.
The Battle of Britain is about to begin. Upon this battle depends the survival of Christian civilization. Hitler knows that he will have to break us in this island or lose the war. If we can stand up to him, all Europe may be freed, and the life of the world may move forward into broad, sunlit upland. Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duty. So bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its commonwealths last for 1,000 years, men will still say, this was their finest hour.
Britain now stood alone, with the world's mightiest military power just across the Channel in what had become occupied France. But where was that threatened invasion? Then, one eventful morning, a radio operator picked up a signal. The bombers were coming. It was the start of a day that no one involved would ever forget. These RAF fighter pilots look relaxed, but the stress of combat flying around the clock with almost no sleep was beginning to tell. The German attacks were intensifying.
On the word scramble, they're in the cockpits of their Spitfires and Hurricanes before you can say Bob's your uncle. There's a job of work for these pilots, and boy, do they love their work. Way up in the sky, there are Messerschmitts, Junkers, Henkels, or Dorniers that are going to get the thrashing of their lives. Here they come, Jerry, you rotten swastinkers, you.
The commentator made it sound like a boy's own paper adventure, but for the men in the sky, it was a terrifying, deadly business. The clashes between British Spitfires and Hurricanes and the German Messerschmitt 109s were an epic contest. To the shock and dismay of the Luftwaffe, the Messerschmitt, despite its greater speed, was consistently outmaneuvered by both British fighters. The British airmen's strike rate was still 2 kills for every German one. The problem was the Germans seemed to have an inexhaustible supply of men and planes. It was autumn, almost too late for an invasion by sea. The Nazis threw everything at Britain in what they called the Day of the Eagle. The Germans flew almost 1,500 sorties and lost 46 aircraft to 13. Two days later, they attacked again in even greater force, swooping in from all points of the compass, from airfields in Norway, France, and Denmark. This time, they lost 76 planes to the RAF's 34. Thereafter, German airmen would speak of this day as Black Thursday. The bombing had been going on for nearly a year now. Would it never end? Then, almost as suddenly as it had started, the bombing stopped. The only thing that moved in the sky was a friendly reconnaissance plane. Slowly, the nation was waking up to a staggering, wonderful truth. The bombers had gone for good. Hitler had given up on Britain and was moving eastwards against Russia. So at last the nation could rejoice in the reserved manner for which it was famous. The crowds knew who to thank, the man who pulled a tired, dispirited nation to its feet, and by his own courageous example inspired its people to bear themselves with pride and behave with honor. The Battle of Britain had been won. The first step towards victory had been taken. So at war's end, they would march for the last time in Air Force Blue, the men of the youngest service who had written their names in glory. There was Douglas Bader and other Battle of Britain aces talking about their finest hour, when a bunch of brave boys fought a life-and-death struggle in the skies over England. Now they would make one last flight in their old Spitfires. A fly past in honor of the fallen, the men who'd flown alongside them, but who did not return, the comrades they would never forget.